Hello, my name is Mr. Chuna. Welcome you to my study room. Today we're solving objective questions 27 and 32 of the 2024 WASSCE Core or General Mathematics paper written by Ghana. I decided to put these together because they are under the same topic. Question 27 is modulo or modular arithmetic, and 32 is number basis. Let's go straight to problem 27, which reads that given that 6 times 7 equals y modulo 8, find the value of y. I will start by first saying that modulo is the remainder when you divide a number by another number. So, for example, this problem, we have 6 times 7 modulo 8. Means that what will be the remainder, or what is the remainder when we divide 6 times 7, which is 42, by 8. That is simply what the question is saying. So the y here is what we are looking for, that what will be the remainder when you divide 42 by 8. So to put the question in perspective, this will be 42 divided by 8, and that I'm sure you say is 5 remainder 2, because 8 times 5 is 40 and we have 42, so plus 2. But then we are not interested in the 5, we are only interested in the 2. So the correct answer to this question is A, 2. This question is also something we can solve with the calculator directly, modulo. So let's try that. Assuming you don't know what 6 times 7 is, you can put that directly in it. So 6 times 7, let's hit equal to, we have 42. Then they say modulo 8. So what we are going to do will be division is repeated subtraction. So we're going to be subtracting 8 until we get the first number that is less than 8. Let me say that again. We are subtracting 8, which is the modulo, from the answer until we get the first number that is less than 8. So let's do that. Minus 8 equal to 34. So 42 minus 8 is 34. We are going to subtract 8 again. We don't have to keep doing minus 8, but once we see the answer minus 8 here, we just have to be hitting equal to. So that means minus 8 again gives us 26. Minus 8 again gives us 18. Minus 8 again gives us 10. And then minus 8. So from 10 is more than 8. 2 is the first number that is less than 8. And that is our answer. So that is how you can use the calculator to work modulo problems. Let's move to the next question, which is 32. As I said from the beginning, question 32 is number basis, and in this situation, multiplication of number basis. So the question asks us to find a product of 1, 2, 4 base 7 and 2, 3 base 7. I'm not saying 124 and 23 because it's not in base 10. I'm going to use two approaches to solve this problem. The first one will be to do the multiplication directly in base 7. And then the second option will be to convert it to base 10, do the multiplication, and then convert back to base 7. So let's use the first approach. 1, 2, 4 base 7 times 2, 3 base 7. And let's do the multiplication. We'll do the multiplication like the way we do normal multiplication. So 3 times 4 is 12. And converting 12 to base 7 will be 1. So 12 to base 7 will be 1 remainder 5, right? We'll be writing the remainder down. So remainder 5. And then we carry the 1 to the left side. Then now, 3 times 2 is 6. Then plus our 1 here will be 7. And then 7 to base 7 will be 1 remainder 0. We are writing the remainder. So we write a 0 here. And then we carry the 1 to the left. And then now 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. 4 to base 7 will be 0. 7 cannot go into 4. And the remainder will be 4. So we put the 4 down. Now we come to the 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 to base 7 will be 1 remainder 1, right? So let's put the 1 under the 2. Let me use a different color. So let's put the 1 under the 2 directly. And then we bring the other one to the top of the next number. And 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus the 1 is 5. 5 to the base 7 is 0 remainder 5 because it's less than 7. So we go ahead and write the remainder down, 5. And then we go to 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 to base 7 is 0 remainder 2. And we write the remainder. So we have 2 here. Remember, all these numbers are already in base 7. So now we're going to add them in base 7. Remember, there's a 0 here. There's nothing. Let me erase the 7 and rewrite it. Right. 5 plus 0 is 5, so we keep our 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. 4 plus 5 is 9. And 9 to base 7 is 1 remainder 2, right? And exactly that's what I did for all of these, but because they are less than 7, so I just wrote the numbers. But 9 to base 7 is 1 remainder 2. So we write a remainder 2 here and we bring the 1 here. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So our answer is 3215 base 7. And that is option D. And then I promise to use another approach, which is first converting each of them to base 10. And then from base 10 back to base 7. So let's try that quickly. So before we do that, I want us to write 0, 1, 2 on top of these numbers at the exponent for the base. This one 0, 1. And that's what we're going to use. So this is going to be 1 times the base 7 exponent 2 plus 2 times 7 exponent 1 and then plus 4 times 7 exponent 0. And then 7 squared is 49 times 1 is 49 plus 7 exponent 1 is 7 times 2 is 14. Then plus 7 exponent 0 is 1 times 4 is 4. When we add all of this together, we should have 67. And then we do same with the 2, 3. So that'll be 2 times 7 exponent 1 plus 3 times 7 exponent 0. This is 14 plus 7 exponent 0 is 1 times 3 is 3. And that will give us 17. Now let's go ahead and multiply these two numbers in base 10. And I'm not even going to stress since we have calculator. So 67 times 17. 67 times 17. That is 1,139. Then 1,139 divided by 7. We are converting this now to base 7. So converting. We will be dividing and be writing the remainder. So let's start with 1139 divided by 7 divided by 7. So that gives, let's give SD so that we get what we get. So 162 with a remainder. What we know for sure is it will go into 162 times. So let me write that first. 162. If I want to know the remainder, I will do 162 times 7. 162 times 7 is 1134. And we have 1139 here. So that means the remainder will be 5. Because when we add 5 to that, we get our number back. So remainder 5. Now, let's now do 162 divided by 7. 162 divided by 7. SD. That means we get 23 times at least. So let me write a 23 down. What will be the remainder? Let's do 23 times 7. 161. So that means we have remainder 1 because the number we divided is 162. And then we divide 23 by 7. For that, you may not need a calculator because 3 7 is 21. So 3 remainder 2, right? Because we need 2 to be added to 21 to get 23. And then the last 3 divided by 7 is 0 remainder 3, since the 3 itself is less than 7. So now we are going to pick the remainders of these numbers from the bottom up. So that means we are starting with 3, 2, 1, 5. Remember, it's only the remainders, and that is base 7. And that is the same as what we get here. I hope this lesson has been of help. If yes, then you can consider subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. Till we meet again in my study room. Bye bye.